ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं विष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। सप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's session. So today we are going to discuss a conversation between Satyavati and Bhisma. So they were thinking about how to take it forward the Kuru dynasty. So this is the discussion. Mother Satyavati was very much worried because Vicitravirya also left his body without producing any children in his wives. So she proposed or she suggested Bhishma to get married or to get first of all, she told to get the children in his brother's wives and also take up the kingdom and also to get married and have children. But the reaction from Bhishma is really Bhishma, is a Bhishana. He absolutely rejected that. He said that he is a Satyavadi. He always wants to follow the truth. That means truth is his vow. His vow should be always truth. So that's why he cannot leave his vow and become truthless. So he doesn't want to become truthless. So he started saying, out of greed, actually, Satyavati, it means greed for the progeny, a greed for the children. So she was saying to Bhishma to leave his vow. So it's really not so happy actually he is by seeing this kind of suggestion from his mother. So then Bhishma said, "Oh my dear Rajamata, you have to put your attention on dharma. If we don't follow dharma, and your suggestion, if we follow, it is very much destruction for the entire our Kuru dynasty." Satyachyuti ksatriyasya na dharmeshu prashasyate. Falling from the dharma for a kshatriya is not at all glorified by anyone. This is not at all good. So, O Rajamata, I am going to give a best suggestion to you. So that my father Shantanu's dynasty will be further increased. I will give a best suggestion which is always righteous. And such a solution I can tell to you. And this is also followed by the Kshatriyas from eternally. Eternally, this kind of parampara was followed. So that's why, please hear that suggestion from me. So this suggestion is followed in Apad Dharma. Srutva tam pratipadyasva pragnai saha purohitai Apad dharmartha kushilai lokatantram avekshya. So this dharma, whatever I am going to tell to you, it is approved by the learned people. The great saintly people also accepted this dharma for Kshatriyas. So please hear. So then Bhishma started saying, Mata, O mother, Punarbharata Vamshasya Hetum Santana Ruddhaye Vakshyami Niyatam Matas Tanme Nigadatah Shrunu Brahmanu Gunavan Kaschid Dhanenopa Nimantriyatam Vicitravirya Kshetreshu Yaha Samutpadayet Prajaha. Bhishma is saying, Brahmano Gunavan Kaschid Dhanenopa Nimantriyatam Vicitravirya Kshetreshu Yaha Samutpadayet Prajaha. Mother, you please invite a Brahmana who is really very Gunavan. That means he is always follows the vidhi, that means system. To produce a children in a Kshatriya's woman, a Brahmana can be engaged and there is a vidhi. So that means the Brahmana who follows that vidhi, so he is a Gunavan actually. Such a Gunavan, so who is not lusty, who is follow the vidhi whatever is given to produce a child in Kshatriya's wife. And he does this work producing of children for the money. Dhanenopa nimantriyatam. We should give money for them. Vicitravirya kshetreshu. He will produce children in the fields of Vicitravirya. That means this Ambika and Ambalika are the field, actually kshetram, and Vicitravirya is the kshetragnaha, or otherwise he is the bija pradata. That means he is the seed giver, and the field is his wives. So now, if someone is sowing the seeds as per the vidhi, not out of lust, as per vidhi, someone is sowing seeds in Vicitravirya's field. So those, whatever the offsprings are coming out from that field, those belongs to whom? Those belongs to Vicitravirya only, not the person who is sowing. That means if someone came to your field and he worked, then who will be cutting that crop actually? After blowing that crop, who will cut? That person who is, that means who belongs to whom, who is the owner of that crop. The field owner is only the owner of that crop, not the person who worked in that. Similarly, here brahmana is engaged to produce a children. Don't think that it is out of lust. No. Gunavan. Gunavan means what? Manu Smrti is saying. The great saint Manu is saying like this. Vidhi vidhavayam niyuktastu vrutaktu वाग्यतो निशि एकमुत्पादयेत् पुत्रं न द्वितीयं कथं च न. मनुस्मृति is saying vidva, in vidva woman, so niyuktastu dhrutakto vagyato nishi. So now these Ambika and Ambalika, they are vidvas, that means they lost their husband. So they cannot approach any independently. They cannot go to someone and please do sex with me and I want a child. They cannot ask like that. That's not allowed. So whoever is niyuktastu, that means vidhavayam niyuktastu, a proper candidate to produce children from them to maintain the kula actually. So because the person without producing children, he left and he is in the Pitraloka, now he wants the someone who can deliver him, but his wives are there actually, but he doesn't able to do, and by that he already left his body. Now who will be saving him? So then that whoever is belong to that dynasty, the elder people of that dynasty, so they will do the proper discussions and they will find a proper person. Especially this is for the Kshatriyas actually. So they find a proper person, a proper brahmana who is really very tolerant. So vidavayam niyogarte nirvrute tu yatha vidhi guruvaccha sushnavaccha varteyatam parasparam. And how he is going to treat that girl? Guruvaccha sushnusha vaccha varteyatam parasparam. That woman who is going to get the children from him, she will be treating him as guru. She is having such a respect, and or otherwise, sushnusha vaccha, he will be treating he and she also like a guru, and shishya means what? So they are really like a daughter actually. All the disciples are treated as their sons or otherwise daughters. So he should treat her as a daughter actually, or otherwise as a susha. Susha means so daughter-in-law. So he has to behave like that. That means very kind and respect. And also on his entire body, he is applying the ghee. By applying ghee on the body, it will be really bad smelling. Not so good actually if you apply ghee on your body. And also he will make his that means he is not properly, that means not decorating, applying scents, so that lust can be increased. No. Generally, husband and wife, so to do the garbhadan samskar, they might be applying the nicely bathing, chandan, applying body, and also decorating that so much, and so they do. But no, it's not like that in this case. He should not decorate his body, And also he will be very, that means what kind of feeling? No lust at all. Not at all lust. And as just helping the dynasty. So to that, and also he is very controlled in his he is very much controlled, and he is controlled in his speech. That means he should not make or speak such a way lust can be increased in her. No, he should not. He should be fully controlling his speech, and also physically he should not make his body decorating so that lust can be increased. No lust. So such activities he should not do, and also he should treat mentally. Also he should treat like a daughter-in-law. She as that girl as a daughter-in-law, and in the night time. So this nishi vagyataha nishi dhrutaktaha. Dhrutaktaha means So applying ghee on the body, Vakyata means control in his speech, and also in the night, Ekam Utpadayet, only one son he can produce. Naditiyam Katanchana, not the second son. So Ekbar, so only one time he can unite with her and to produce a child, gone. That's all. विधवायां नियोगार्थे निर्वृते तु यथा विधि गुरुवच्चा सुष्णावच्चा वाप्तेयतां परस्परम. Manu Smrti statement, this is not Mahabharata. In that vidva, so niyogarthe, that means to produce a child, nirvrute tu yatha vidhi, and there will be even lot of procedure. I don't know actually in the dharma shastras and in other so shastras it can be might have been explained the procedure, how it is carefully done. So don't apply that nowadays people are lusty, out of lust they are doing some sex with some people, and they should not compare their lusty activities equal to the Mahabharata. Otherwise, don't see the Mahabharata. So whatever the way, that means now dharma, Bhishma Dev is saying, or otherwise in future we are going to see from the Vasudev, so their 3 children are produced. They are not out of lust at all. Is a systematic procedure. That means in the rare apadharma case, when the husband is gone, left his body in that situation to continue to maintain that kula parampara. So to maintain the dynasty, so there is a need, and extremely exceptional cases are there, and those so are also discussed in this Mahabharata, which are said in the Mahabharata. So that's why one should be see. It's not a general procedure. Everyone easily going with procedure. No, it's not easily going procedure. So Bhishma Dev is saying, we'll call a brahmana and we niyoga vidhi. Niyoga vidhi means this procedure to produce a child. So we based upon niyoga vidhi. So this brahmana can produce a child. So for that also, that the wives of that person, they don't have any independence. That means out of lust, oh okay, my friend is there, so my so-called friend or other my relative, so I can have sex with him and produce children. No, nothing. It's not like that. Out of the concern of all the people in the dynasty, so elderly people, they all sit and discuss what should be done, how to be done. So then this procedure is implemented. So then after hearing this, that means we can call Brahmana like that, Bhishma said. So Satyavati, Vehasantiva Savridamidam Vachanam Abravit. Now she started smiling and also feeling shy. Why, she wants to tell her flashback. Started feeling shy. So old woman, this Satyavati, so started smiling little bit, and also with the shy, she started saying, you know what happened once upon a time, O Bhishma, Mahabahu Bhishma. Satyam etan mahabahu yatha vadasi bharata vishvasate pravakshami santanaya kulasya naha. So I have to tell one secret to you. So because I trust you, you are my son, and we are thinking to how to protect this Shantanu's dynasty. So that's why I'm saying one thing. Without telling to you, I cannot. So stop myself now. You are really manifestation of dharma. Tvameva naha kule dharmastvam satyam tvam paragatihi. In our dynasty, you are the dharma. You are the manifestation of dharma. And how can I stop myself without telling to you this important thing to you? So, and you are the manifestation of satyam. Tvam dharma. You are the dharma. You are the satyam. You are the paragatihi. You are the ultimate. So that's why एक सच्ची बात है. There is one true story. You know who am I? I am Vasu's daughter. Maharaj Vasu's daughter. I appeared by the semen of Vasu in a fish. So at that time, I was caught by one fisherman. That fish was caught by fisherman, and he opened the fish stomach. At that time, I and my brother appeared. So I was taken care by that fisherman, and because at that time my body was smelling very badly. So my father used to engage me in writing dharma parayan. That means manto swagruhamaniya duhitritve yakalpayat dharma yuktasya dharmartham piturasi tarimama. So he became my dharma pita. That fisherman became, that dasha will become my dharma pita. So like a father, he grew up me. He has brought up me. He had brought up me. And I was riding the boat at the time out of dharma because we are the boat riders. So that is our dharma. So we were doing as per our dharma. Not for the money he engaged. Nowadays people are doing the various duties out of desire for money. But she's telling out of dharma I'm doing. Like fishermen's people, sons and daughters, they are doing that. Like the farmers people, farmers' sons, they are doing the farming. So because that is their dharma. But there will be, if they properly they follow samskaras in the farmer's family, farmer only will be produced. It's not that we are encouraging the birth, the caste based upon birth, but they properly, at least 7 generations, they follow proper samskaras in each and every generation from mother's side and father's side. Then there is a good chance in that caste, the same caste person, the person who is having same karma, who is fit for that caste, so only will be appearing. So, but now in the Kali Yuga, there is no samskara. So just they are like cats and dogs, they are uniting and producing children. What is this? So then we have to see the properly the selection. We have to see the qualities, whatever there, and we should start picking up. Wherever some good qualities, they take it that boy and train them and divide their varna. This has to be done. So anyway, what happened? So as per dharma, she was riding the boat not for the out of money. She selected that. Now the present society, even out of money, they can brahmanas. They are trained. Not, brahmana means not only by birth. They studied scriptures. They studied the, that means all the Vedas, and they are being engaged in the, so some different works they are working. Their business they are doing. Also some they are doing the, so cleaning the roads. Chamarpan is also there. They are working in whatever what they are not doing, everything there. They are working in the butcher shop. Parcel. Their flesh parcel also they are doing. This is happening. So anyway, so what happened one day? I was riding boat, and I was very youthful at that time. Not now. I am now old woman. At that time, I was very youthful, young. At that time, one day, so the great Rishi, Maharshi is not just Rishi, Maharshi, Mahan Rishi, Parasar. He came for my boat to cross this Yamuna river. And he is the great righteous person, and he is full of austerities and full of control in senses, and he is very effulgent. And he sat on my boat. Then after that, he has seen me, and then he thought to unite with me. Why? Because not able to control his lust and he wants to do sex with her like that. It's not at all like that. It's not like that. Because he knows at that time that is the right time to produce a children. She is also very qualified girl, and it's the right time. And he has now, so he's seeing the Jyotisha. They are expert in the Jyotishas. Now this is the time to produce a great child. That is a great hero. Vasudev is going to appear. So that's why to save this entire humanity, they do unite and they produce children. Not they like to just make to destroy the society out of lust. People are doing the sex and they are leaving those children on the roads, and then after that they are becoming the rogues and thieves. So their lust, you should not compare that actually. You don't see the Mahabharata in the lusty eyes and in the nasty thinkings. No. So she was saying, so then he wanted to unite with her. And very sweetly, very nicely he spoke. Santva purvam munisreshtaha kamarto maduram vachaha uktam janma kulam mahyam asmi dasa sutetyaham. So he said that I want to unite with you. Then she said, oh my God. Oh Maharshi, I am a dasa suta ityaham. I am a fisherman's girl. How can you unite with me? And I was getting so much fear. And he's a great Maharshi. If I reject his sentence, then he may curse me. Tamaham shapa bhita cha pitur bhita cha bharata. Oh Bharata, oh Bhishma, I'm also scared. I'm also fear out of from my father. Also fearful. What my father will think. So at that time, this Maharshi gave a lot of confidence to me. And also he gave a boon to me to not to get this bad fish smell from my body, but instead very nice smell. So started coming such a boon he gave, and also he said that my chastity will be remain like that. How it is possible? Because you don't know actually these things. And this cannot happen in the Kali Yuga. This can happen in the Dwapara Yuga. So that's why in the Kali Yuga all these are all rejected. Producing children out of actually, yeah, they cannot use the whatever is said in the Mahabharata, you cannot follow like that. Now the Kali Yuga also in this, so some dharmas are meant for the Dwapara Yuga only, and some dharmas are rejected for the Kali Yuga, which can be seen in the Dwapara Yuga, that you cannot follow. Out of lust, then I will produce a Vasa, and then so someone is approaching is a nonsense actually. That cannot be. And also Kali Yuga people, by just hearing itself, they will become lustful actually. What can I speak actually? Because of all the time their heart is fully filled with it, all the nasty thinkings and all the contaminated things. Just by hearing itself, they think in such a wrong way. They cannot understand also the purity behind this. But it is for the especially, that's why it is not at all recommended for the Kali Yuga people. Producing child in brothers, younger brothers' wives, or otherwise sages, that means Kshatriyas using the brahmanas to produce a child is not. So even Satyavati is saying that I was not desiring to unite with him, but he has expressed his strong desire to produce a child actually. His main purpose is what? That was the right time to produce a child who can be dividing the Vedas. So that is the reason actually. So then because of his force, I accepted, and he immediately made everything fully filled with all the atmosphere with the fog. And then after that, he united with me. And I produced a child, and who immediately became very young. So this happened in the one small island is there in the Yamuna. There she produced a baby, that baby. And also this Parasar said that, so she can go now. She left, and also his son is nothing but Dvaipayan, both together, because he took birth in the Dvipa. The person who took birth in the Dvipa is known as Dvaipayana. His name is now, it became Dvaipayan. So both father and son, they went together, and I came back to my home. So this is the son, and while leaving that, my son told to me, "Oh my dear mother, whenever you feel need of me, you just call me." Parasharo Mahayogi Sabhabuva Mahan Rishi. So Parasharyo Mahayogi Sabhabuva Mahan Rishi. Kanya Putro Mamapura Dvaipayana Iti Shrutaha. Is the Kanya Putra Kaninaha. Kanya Putra is also known as Kanin. Like Karna is also Kaninaha, Kanya Putra. And Parasara is also, that means Parasara's son is known as Parashariyaha. So that means Vedavyas is also known as Ganin. And another name for the Parasars, that means Dvaipayan, is the another name. Vasudev's another name is Dvaipayan, Krishna Dvaipayan, because he is black in color, completely Kala Kabutar. His color is. So if you see him, then you will feel, oh my God, what is this form? Very ferocious and very fearing form. And on that, applying the ghee and making the such a big eyes and no cleaning the mustache and full of air and smell coming from his body. It's not like that. Means you have to see this. This description is there in the coming slokas. And that boy, that Dvaipai, my son, told to me, whenever you need my mother, please remember me, because Dvaipayan is Trikalagna. He knows the past, present, and future. And he divided all the Vedas. So that's why he said, definitely there is a need for him. He knows. And that's why he told to his mother. And he is very pure. Satyavati is saying, Satyavadi Shama Paras Tapasvi Dagda Kilvisha Samutpanna Satumahan Sahapitra Tatubogata. He was Satyavadi, he always speak truth. Shantaha, he is always peaceful. Tapasvi, he is always austerities he does. Papa Sunya, he free from the sin. And along with his father, so he went off. So Bhishma is such a great Rishi's son, and also he is my son. Why don't we call him to produce a child? You are only saying in the brahmanas, in the kshatriyas, woman, womb. So brahmana can produce a child to continue their dynasty. Why can't we call this Vasudev, who is really very pure? Vasudev doesn't have any lust. So that he will be producing children in the fields of Vicitravirya. And so that Vicitravirya can be delivered by these sons. Because they belongs to whom? Those sons. Those belongs to Vicitravirya only. Because those are whose wives? Vicitravirya's wives. Not the Dvaipayan's wives. So whatever is produced there is belong to her husband only, not to the person who worked. So then, Bhishmadev, Tava Yanumate Bhishma Niyatam Sa Mahatapa Vicitravirya Kshetreshu Putran Utpada Ishyati. If you give permission, she is saying, Tava hi Anumate Bhishma. If your permission is there, then I will call him. This is the point noted, my lord. With the permission of the son. So she is going to call him. So she asked, because Bhishma is dharmagna, very powerful. So he will come. So she said, Vyasa will come and he will produce a children in the Vicitravirya's wives. Then what is the reaction from this? Oh, my dear mother, you are speaking very true, whatever you are speaking. Dharmam ardham cha kamam cha trinyetan yonupashyati. Ardhamarthanubandham cha dharmam dharmanubandhanam kamam kamanubandham cha viparitan prutak prutak yo vichintyati adiro yavasyati sabuddhiman tadidam dharma yuktam cha hitam chaiva kulasya naha uktam bhavatya yatsreya tanmahyam rochate krisham. For the increment of the dharma artha kama. So that means a learned person has to see what is dharma. Before doing any activity, he has to see what is dharma. And also you should know the artha and also kama. You should, everyone, that means a learned person has to see dharma, artha, kama, whether they are all in the right condition or not. So, any activity properly should be analyzed. It is dharmic and also it is beneficial and it is having the regulation. So then, Modi, my dear mother, it's very good. Nice to hear from you this. I have no problem at all for this. So go ahead. Then immediately, Mother Satyavati just remembered her son, Vaipayan. Immediately he appeared in front of him. This is the Vasudev's power. So immediately nobody knows from where he came, just fat. So by seeing him, Satyavati, so many years back she has seen. Immediately her mother affection came out and she embraced him. And she started getting milk in her breast because of out of so Vatsalyam, Putra Vatsalyam means out of affection for her son. And she started crying out of so love for him, out of happiness, these tears started coming. So he is the first son of Satyavati. And then at that time, Vasudev took out some water from his kamandalu and he just put on his mother. So that he made, that means bathing her. Abhishek. Mata ki Abhishek kiya. He did Abhishek of his mother. Then after that he paid obeisances. And he started asking her like this. Pavatya yadavipretam tadaham kartumagataha shadimam dharma tattvagne paravani priyam tava. My dear mother, I know what you want. I came here to fulfill that. So as per your desire only I will do. Just you order me. So that means he is Trikalagna, but still he wants to hear from him, from her. So just tell me what kind of favor I can do for you. So then after that, so he knows everything. Vasudev also being worshipped by the Purohitas of that Hastinapur. Based upon the mantras, they worshipped him. And Maharshi Vasudev also accepted all the respect and whatever the puja they did, worship, he accepted that. He was so happy with that. So mother asked all the wellness of his son, and also he also asked. And Satyavati started saying to him like this. Oh, Vidwan, that means he's the best. He's the best actually, the best learned person. And she's addressing him, you are all learned person. माता पित्रोः प्रजायन्ते पुत्राः साधारणाः कवे तेषां पिता यथा स्वामी तथा माता न संशयः विधानवेता सत्यं यथा मे प्रथमः सुतः विचित्रवीर्यो ब्रह्मर्षे तथा मे वरजः सुतः. She started claiming the rights. Mata and Pita, mother and father, both have rights on a child. Like how father is the master, that means he is having the right on the child. Similarly, Mata is also having the right on that child. Tesham Pita Yatha Swami. That means for the children on the field of children, who is the owner of those children? Father. Similarly, mother also owner. This is Dharma Shastra is saying. Children are belongs to you also, my mothers. Don't think that, oh, it's only my husband's children. No, your children also they are. You are also having the right. So Mata and Pita, both they have rights on the children. So, but that's why Parasara gave, is your father and I am your mother and you are my son. She is claiming the right. And you are my first son and this Vicitravirya is your younger brother. So that's why you should remember that this Vicitravirya is your brother. Me avarajah sutah. Idanavida satyam yatha me prathamaha sutah Vicitravirya brahmarshe tata me avarajah sutah. So you are a brahmana and also he is as per the dharma, Dwapara Yuga, there is a rule. The elder brother can produce children in younger brother's wives. That is the point. Her point is that since Vicitravirya is your brother, Prata Vicitraviryasya yathava putra manyase ayam shantanava satyam palayan satyavikramaha. So Bhishma is also treating Vicitravirya as his brother. Why? Because see what she is saying. Bhishma Dev mother is different, na Ganga Devi. Father is common. So that's why Bhishma Devi is considering Vicitravirya as his brother only. And similarly, you and Vicitravirya are coming from me, and I am also equal right I have him. So my younger son also is your younger brother. This is the point. What she is saying, Bhishma is already considering Vicitravirya. Why? Because his father produced a child in Satyavati. So that's why he is considering Vicitravirya as his brother only. Similarly, your mother produced a child, Vicitravirya, then he should be your brother also, no? Because mother and father both have rights on a child. Equal actually rights. So that's why you should accept him as your brother, and now it is your duty to take forward his dynasty. Duty means if you are right, you have right to take it forward. So that this Vicitravirya is having the very young, beautiful girl wives, but they are desiring to have a child as per the dharma. So, but Bhishma Devi is not ready to do that because Bhishma took the vow for his own life. He doesn't want to accept any kingdom, or otherwise he doesn't want to produce any children. Anagha buddhim na kurute patye तथा राज्यानुशासने सत्वं व्यप्यक्षये भ्रातुः संतानाय कुलस्य च. This संतानाय कुलस्य च, he is not desiring, that means he took the vow that not to produce any children, or also not accepting any kingdom. And I already requested, but he doesn't want to break his vow. And now I cannot see that this Santanu's dynasty is finished. And this Kuru dynasty is finished, and nobody, no other Veera is there and good. So you have to continue. We should protect the Santanu's dynasty. So that is a very important task. People might be thinking, what is this? So Vasdevi is out of Parasara and he was produced in the Satyavati, and Kasira's daughters are these Ambika and Ambalika, and both are uniting, and that children is belong to Kuru dynasty. How it is? What is this? These Kaliga brains will think like this. But you see, based upon the karma, that means the Vivaha, marriage is such a powerful thing. So she was given to Vicitravirya, and as per the vidhi, marriage happened. And because of this, she is completely belonged to the Kuru dynasty. Ambika and Ambalika are the Kuru dynasty's women. And anything produced from them belongs to the Kuru dynasty. You may think, Prabhuji, when you do the sex, the DNA is someone's, and her DNA and his DNA, what is that? That based upon that, something will be produced. This is modern calculation, this is. But in the Vedic calculation, karma is the main thing. Because of her karma, she became the member of Kuru dynasty. And whatever is produced, that is based upon the Kuru dynasty karma, the child is produced. As per the karma of the Vicitravirya, and based upon that, child will be produced. Like someone came and he just sow the seeds in your field. Yes. After that, the yield, whatever is coming, is based upon whom actually, whose karma the yield will be coming. Landowner's karma or the person who sow the seeds based upon his karma? Tell me, whose karma? So in the field, the yield, how much should come? Who is who based upon whose karma the result will be coming? how many kgs of yield should be coming, and how his loss or gain, based upon whose karma that is? That is the karma of the landowner, not the person who is sowing the seeds. Similarly, in the womb of Ambika and Ambalika, the child is produced, he is based upon whose karma? He'll be based upon the karma of the Vicitravirya. So that's why they belongs to whom? They are belonging to Guru dynasty. अरे बेसिक फंडा हम लोग तो खेती का तो पूरा अप्लाई करते हैं, लेकिन ये बात आती है. So this is the situation actually. So he is just like yajna someone is doing, the result is going to whom? If yajna is done, result is going to the yajman, not the ritviks. Ritviks are taking money, that means dakshana they take and they go away. इसीलिए लेकिन हमारा मंद बुद्धि सोचती है कि अरे उन्हीं की शरीर से आया तो सीमेन उन्हीं का लक्ष्य, अरे मंत्र तो ब्राह्मण के मुख से आया तो क्या हो गया. ये है छोटा बुद्धि. ये जीर्ण नहीं होता है कलयुग पीपल के लिए, undigestible for the Kali people. That's why it is not allowed for the Kali people. Because of the severe conditioning, severe lusty conditioning, so they cannot understand this. Their brain always goes in a wrong way. Okay, it's a very simple thing. This has to be understood. So Brahmana is studying the mantras for whose sake? Yajman's sake. So then the result of that yajna goes to whom? That goes to the Brahman. So Ritviks are chanting the mantras and they produce the Drupada and Draupadi and the Drishtadyumna. They belongs to whom? Drupad Maharaj, not the Brahmanas. Who produced? Brahmanas produced. Production is done by Brahmanas. So, but in the Kali Yuga, why it is not allowed? Because we don't find in the Kali Yuga the Brahmana, who is going to produce, he is out of lust, he does the sex with her, then gone. Then there is no Suddhata. Then there is a contamination. So, the Jivatma which is having the karma to make Vicitravirya as a father, so that Jivatma only will enter into the womb of on that every semen, every Sukrakana, there is a Jivatma. And every Jivatma has the karma. So that karma decides the Jivatma who is his father. And based upon that, that Jivatma will be so entering into the womb of the Ambika and Ambalika, and they will be taking the birth. So that's why their father is Vicitravirya. He is just a person, is a mediator, that's all. Nothing else. I don't want to make any discussion. All these brains are not Sankalpa, it's unite only. They did Darshana. What's the problem? But still they don't have any lust. Like Brahmanas, they do yajna and they don't have any greed for the result of that yajna. Similarly, this. So some nasty guys in the past history. So I don't want to mention their names. They they spread such a the nasty ideas behind the Mahabharata. And to spread their religion, they, out of the less intelligence, misunderstanding of the scriptures, and very badly they so speak about, that means spoke about the Shastras, and successfully they spread their mission, their religion. You know who is that religion? They speak against the Mahabharata. Bharatam Bomku Ramayana Ram. This is the proverb they created actually. Vandita Mataji, ఏమంటారు మీరు? మీకైతే తెలుసు అన్ని. So, but it's not correct actually. They are very, very wrong. Because of there is no purity in the heart, that's why they cannot understand the purity in the Mahabharata. పచ్చ కామలోడికి లోకం అంతా పచ్చగా కనపడింది, అవునా కాదా? Someone who has disease and that jaundice, will be seeing everything as green only. And someone wearing the red goggles, then you'll be seeing everything as red. The one who has the heart very contaminated, then in the Mahabharata he cannot understand the purity. You'll see the only contamination. That is the index for the lusty nature of the person. If you want to measure your lusty nature of your heart, it can be measured when you hear the story. And if you are not able to cleanly, purely unable to understand and accept, then that means it's an index for our lust. So doubts can be different. So understanding the tattva, that is different, but someone is not able to understand this and trying, and after explanation, after understanding also not able to accept. After understanding also, if someone is not able to accept, means it's the index of the lust. But someone is not able to understand, then it's okay. But not able to accept after understanding also is the index of their lust actually, nothing else. But one should properly explain the theory and make them to understand that. And after that, everyone should accept. But not able to accept means what? So we cannot do anything. That means they are very, very fallen. There's no doubt in that. Because here the great stalwarts, Bhishma is accepting this. And the great stalwart, Vasudev is accepting, who is the compiler of all the Vedas. And they are all, that means Dhritarashtra, Pandu and Vidura, they are all claimed as the Kurus, Kauravas, the descendants of the Kauravas. So then what happened next? She said, Bhishma cannot, so that's why you are, Vicitravirya is your younger brother also. And please do this work, do this service. It's not that we are forcing that. Girls, they are also having the interest for the children. And you produce such a children who can continue the parampara of this Guru dynasty, and who can protect the parampara of this Guru dynasty, and who can increase the Guru dynasty. Then Vyasa said that, Mata, O Satyavati, You know the dharma in all the ways. Para param cha aparameva cha vetta. You know the paradharma and aparadharma. That means paralokika and aparalokika. Both she knows. You know the very thing very well. And by your order, he is saying, I am not coming and I want to go into her and produce. No, because of your order. Tava mahapragne dharma pranihita matihi. Oh mother, your mind is always fixed in the dharma, and you are engaging me in this activity. Dharmam uddishya karanam. Twan niyogat. That is because you are engaging me, and also why you are engaging? Out of the dharma. That means only concern is dharma. That means what is that dharma? Kula parampara. That means Kuru dynasty has to be continued. And you are the member of this Kuru dynasty and you are looking for the protecting of this Kuru parampara. So that is your dharma, and based upon that you are instructing me or you are engaging me. Not any another purpose. You don't have any other purpose. And it's not that my first son should produce and something. So my people know dharma muddisya karanam. He is clearly saying, Vyasdev is saying, my dear mother, you are clearly mentioning this. You are proposing, you are ordering me only for the sake of dharma, not for the out of lust or out of some other things. You are out of motivated by anything. You are not ordering me. And I also only for the sake of dharma I will produce the children, not out of any other reasons. मैं अपना बीज डाल दूंगा तो मेरा बीज रह जाएगा. People might be thinking something else. No, 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 no. Never actually. Dharmam uddisya karanam ipsitam te karishyami drishtam he tat sanatanam. So out of dharma, whatever you are giving order to me, I will definitely follow that. So Vyasadeva is such an exalted person. He is a Krishna's avatar actually. Lord's incarnation. Do you think any contamination in his heart? And how the children produced by him can be the Vicitravirya's sons? That is the system I said. Because those women belongs to Vicitravirya. And those children also belongs to Kuru dynasty. And for my brother's sake, I can produce very powerful boys. Don't worry, my dear mother. So, but these Vicitravirya's wives, they has to first of all, they should become pure. They should do the vratas and they should control their senses. Pratam charetam te devyo nirdishtamiha yanmaya samvatsaram yathanyayam tata suddhe bhavishyati. As they were saying, for 1 year they should do some vrata. I will mention a vrata, and so that they can, by doing that vrata, they can become pure. So before producing the children as per Shastra, they should clean their consciousness. They should clean their womb. And this should happen actually. Garbhadan samskara, if anyone wants to do, as per the Shastra, nobody nowadays follows. Even they are not chanting 16 rounds also proper. Or to cleaning. So they has to follow like Mother Atidhi Payovrata she did. Then after that she got such a powerful child, Vamandev. Lord Vishnu himself appeared in the form of the Vamandev. Similarly, so before having a child, so like if you want to invite such a exalted person to your house, what you will be doing? You will be cleaning your house or not? You should clean your house. And you should be decorating that nicely and making it very auspicious. You will be cleaning your all the blankets, all the cots, all the chairs, all the toilets, bathrooms, all the buckets, everything you'll be cleaning or not? If you invite a sadhu to stay in your house for 1 or 2 days. Similarly, if you don't clean, then you should clean. You should clean everything and keep it very clean. Similarly, if you are inviting a great soul, a Vaishnava, to be in your stomach, so you have to clean your womb. Womb has to be cleaned. Means what? Not only womb, but also heart has to be clean. So to invite, we should have good heart. If you don't have good heart and if you call someone, they will not come. ऐसा बुलाएंगे तो कैसा आएगा आपको? ऐसा मन मोड़ के ऐसा बुलाएंगे तो कोई आएगा? एकदम अच्छा दिल से बुलाएंगे, प्रेम से, प्यार से, बढ़िया से बुलाएंगे, तभी ना तो साधु आएगा. तो कोई और भी दूसरा ऐसा है, क्यों आ रहा है, ऐसे आएगा. ऐसा कोई भी मनमुटाव भाव से बुलाएंगे तो ऐसे ही लुंज पुंज लोग आ जाएंगे. अच्छा लोग कभी नहीं आते, उसके लिए तो बहुत डिमांड रहता. So similarly, to enter into that womb a great soul, there should be a proper consciousness. Then only the great soul will enter. Otherwise, all the बेकार लुंज पुंज बेकार लोग, किसी काम का नहीं, नालायक लोग एंटर करेंगे उसी घर में, और वही पुत्र के रूप में आएंगे. उसके पीछे जन्म जन्म में पूरा जिंदगी भर उसके पीछे पढ़ते पढ़ते आपका जान निकल जाए. तो माने 9 महीना, माने आप कम से कम गर्भाधान संस्कार करते समय पहले, यदि if we are able to maintain a proper consciousness and if we are able to follow the procedure properly, we are saved for the remaining whole life. Such a beautiful child will come and he himself is a devotee. He will make you devotee actually. And such a great soul can come and he can deliver you actually. But if they do out of, that means union is happening out of lust and without proper consciousness, then what kind of soul will come? Very, very, that means who is waiting for the last of times, means like Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Or otherwise, just a mini version of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha will come and he will enter. And he is in the devotee family and he is going for the clubs and pubs and also chasing girls and rocking yo-yo. He will become yo-yo actually. And having the rings on this whole year, here till here to here, and having this and no tilak, nothing. And all the time chewing the pan and taking the bikes and drr, drr, like that, and flattering the girls and drinking liquor and going to the different places and enjoying and no responsibility. But parents are the devotees. But child is like this. The reason is a fault of parents only. What can be done? अब ऐसा लोगों को लिए आए. Okay. It's a great science. Vedic science is very, very powerful and perfect science. Many people, they don't have any consciousness. Nowadays, the people, they are getting married, young boy and girl, but they don't have what is the purpose of life and what is the purpose of marriage life and how to produce children, they don't know. And there is no proper association to do all this procedure. There is a proper association also is needed. With the direction of proper sadhus, they has to do this. And also they should maintain a proper atmosphere actually. Doing this vrata. So like that, so Vasudev is saying at least one here they do the proper vrata and make them clean and they make them control their senses. At the time of the union, so they should not feel any so lusty desires. So that's why in our society also such a children has to be produced. Then they will change the whole world. We are all waste products. Just we are came out like just throwing the seeds somewhere it fell on. This came out actually. And devotees, they should produce great Vaishnavas invite them to take up this movement, to take it forward this movement. What we can do? Even we preach, we are having no influence. Nothing. Anyway, maybe in the next life we can do something. By the association of sadhus. But sometimes we think our parents are also not devotees, but how these people actually sometimes they become devotees and they are doing sadhana, so and so on. That is because of the pure devotees association. Because of the power of the pure devotees, they became. Some thrown out bad apples also became good apple, some extent. These because of this only the mercy of the pure Vaishnavas. Srila Prabhupada's mercy out of this, his books and his teachings and his lectures, that's why we became at least some extent good. Because of these, some anarthas are there, not able to clean ourselves fully. But that is only because of that. But the procedure is like this. From the beginning itself, the great Vaishnavas can come from the Vaishnava parents. Like in the case of Srila Prabhupada, his parents are the Vaishnavas. Like in the case of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod and his wife, they are also great devotees. So like this you can see, great devotees, they produce the great devotees. Next, Satyavati, what she is saying. Oh, cha beta, you are so nice. Now there are the two wives are there. But you are saying 1 year? Oh my God. 1 year is very difficult because now there is no king. If you make too much delay, what is going to happen then? Without king, the whole kingdom will be very dangerous. Arajakeshu rastreshu prajanata vinashyati nashyanti cha kriya sarva nasti vrishtirna devata. If there is no king, what is going to happen to the kingdom? That is being explained by the mother Satyavati here. If there is no king, arajakeshu rastreshu, if the states without the kings, then what will happen? Nashyanti kriyaha, all the activities are stopped. To state activities, to run the state, the activities, whatever are there, those finished. And nobody is going to give any charity. And no yajnas, and no devatas are pleased. No proper rains, no proper crops, no proper food, nothing. And people will be eating each other, fighting, eating. So अराजकं राष्ट्रं शक्यं धारयितुं प्रभो तस्मात् गर्भं समादत्स्व भीष्मः संवर्धयिष्यति. So you are my two sons. One should sow the seeds, another will be
कौन बैठेगा? दोनों बैठेगा?
एक भाई
दोनों बैठेगा?
बीज लगा दो और दूसरा भाई उसका पालन पोषण करके बढ़ा दे. ऐसा करके शांतनु का पूरा अच्छा అర్థమైంది ఎవరు మాతాజీ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుంది. तो भीष्म देव उस बच्चों को बढ़ा देगा और आप बच्चों को पैदा कर दो. इस प्रकार शांतनु महाराज का अपना पतिदेव का जो डायनेस्टी है वो कंटिन्यू हो जाएगी. अच्छा मम्मी ऐसा बात है क्या? जल्दी जल्दी चाहिए. इफ यू वांट वेरी क्विकली, ओके, इट कैन बी आल्सो डन. So if you ask me, mother, for my brother, if you want me to produce, so then you make them ready. And they should be very, that means now, till now they have seen very beautiful people, handsome guys. And you see my form is very, very ugly form. So he is saying, if they are doing the vrata and if they control their senses, then at that time, even if they see me, they can easily digest my ugly form. Yadi putraha pradatavyo maya praturakalikah virupatam me suhratam tayore tat param vratam. Actually, whoever is going to give a child, he himself become very ugly by applying the ghee and so and so, and make his form is disformed actually. For that, what he is doing, he is not breaking his skin or not breaking his limbs, but he will make himself like means having the mustache and also not cleaning and so much smell coming out from the hair and from the nose and this from the body. So that there is no chance to provoke any lusty desires at that time. Only out of duty they are uniting. Only just for the duty minded work. To maintain this, they do. Nicely scent apply करके चंदन apply करके एकदम so jasmine flowers लगा के हाथ को ये सब जाएंगे तो कैसे रहेंगे? Then it will be different. The bhogis, they do like that. You have seen that now in the king's time. In the previous life, you are all also kings. You are all kings. You are all brahmanas. You are all the lives already traveled. Also brahmanas, sudras, chandalas, different yonis we traveled and we came. Just to, you are forgetting Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, you forgot what you did in the previous life. But I remember, I remember what you are doing and what you did in your previous lives. You don't know that, but I know. I know because I am Shastra. I am saying from the Shastra. It's not like millions and millions of lives, yonis we traveled. In that, we became so many. So, anyway, sometimes male, sometimes female body, this, king body, brahmana, many. So, anyway, so he said, okay, so they has to be very careful about this. If they have some kind of different reactions, not in a normal form while when I unite with them, then there is a side effects will be there. If you are make me hurry, then you have to take your risk. So then I'm okay for that, he said. And also he said, Yedi me sahate gandam rupam vesham tatavapuhu adyaiva garbham kausalya visishtam pratipadyatam. If they are ready to tolerate the smell coming from my body and also seeing my disform and also seeing my color and also seeing my, so he was wearing dressing like that and very odd dressing and also very bad. That means having the big mustache and not so much clean and putting so much ghee on the body, this and that. And this kind of this form and this smell, everything, whatever is coming from me, if they are able to tolerate, today only you can start. Adyaiva garbham kausalya. Kausalya means Ambika is also known as Kausalya. Kausalya, she can come and I can give a child to her. So when he said like this, Satyavati said that okay for this. Satyavati already cleaned her. That means Ritusnanam she did. And she wore the proper clothes. And she cleaned her body. And she sat on the bed. She was waiting for Vasudev. Because he will be coming in the midnight. Because after that he left. He became disappeared. So she went to Ambika and Satyavati so said everything and she made her to accept this and she made her to bathe and sat on her bed. So be careful, and you should be very proper consciousness at that time. Don't get fear. So one person is going to come and give a child to you. So, my dear Satyavati, why I am doing this? Sorry, Ambika, why I am doing? Because there is no one who is going to protect and continue this dynasty. So that's why, my dear daughter, so please follow my instruction. And Bhishma Dev also accepted this. And as per the directions of Bhishma Dev only, we are doing this. This is going to give very much good result for you. So please follow us. And you are going to get such a great child, and who is helpful for all our country also. Because she has to hear Satyavati, sorry, Kausalya. That Ambika was very good girl, and she follows all the time elders' suggestions. But initially she was not so much accepting because some other person is coming and touching her body. But because it is a dharmic and it is also righteous activity, and also it is done only in the case of extreme cases, apad dharma. Versus he accepted this for the benefit of entire kingdom and also people, and for her husband, and also and so and so for her dynasty. So then after that, she cleaned herself and she sat on the bed. And she is waiting for the person who is going to come. ततो अंबिकायां प्रथमं नियुक्तः सत्यवागृषिः दीप्यमानेषु दीपेषु शरणं प्रविवेशः. Vasudeva applied on his body ghee, and he is in full of control of his senses, and he made his form very ugly form he made, like he decorated himself so ugly way, and with that form he entered into the Ambika's room. So at the time all the lights are on, the lamps are on. So when she saw, and also he is in the black color, Krishna Dvaipayan, that means blacky. And by seeing his black color, full of smell coming out, and also that means kutsita, that means very bad form he is having. He is having decorating like that. And also he is having the big hair, and also it's matted hair, matted locks. And from that bad smell is also coming. And black color and long matted hairs, and he is having very shining eyes, black color, and with big eyes, shining eyes. जैसे भूत जैसा दिख रहे हैं एक्चुअली सिंपल में. Just he is looking like so just by seeing him, suddenly he got, and by seeing his mustache and also everything, so she got fear actually. Out of fear, immediately she closed her eyes. So because of this consciousness she was having, so while getting a child, so her child is also having a defect. She is not in a normal condition. Sambhavuva taya sardam matuh prichikishaya bhayat kasi sutatam tu na shaknot avivikshitum. She was not able to see me Vasudev, and with the closed eyes only she was there. And because of this, not able to see the Vasudev properly, she is going to get a child who cannot see anything. So after that, Vasudev finished his job and he came out from that room, and Mother Satyavati immediately asked, everything is okay? Fine. He said that, not okay. Definitely a powerful boy will be produced, and he is very powerful. He is having the 10,000 elephant strength. Dhritarashtra's body is very, very strong. Even he was embracing at the time, the iron form of the Bhima. And at the time, it was just disformed because of his embracement. So such a power he is having. 10,000 elephants power he is having. A powerful boy can be produced, and he is very, very great hero. And also he is having the good fate. And he can produce 100 children. But only the problem is, he is blind. Kintu tu matu sa vaigunyat. Because of mother's defect, that boy is also getting the defect. Since mother is not able to see and she closed her eyes, because of this boy is also not going to have eyes properly. Not able to see. She is not in a proper consciousness. She was out of fear, and also of that she closed her eyes, and that's why her child is also blind. He cannot see anything. Anda eva bhavishyati tasya tad vachanam srutva mata putram atha pravid. After hearing this, Satyavati felt, oh my God, ये अंधे क्या राजा बनेगा? अंधे को अगर राजा बनाएंगे तो क्या होगा? Everyone will be cheating him. So that's why better not to stop with this one boy. So Nandaha Kurunam Rupatir Anurupastapodhana. That means a blind man cannot become a king for these Kurus. So we need to get the one more king. Other king, actually. We need another one as a king. So that's why we should get another one more boy. So then after that, Vasudev left. 1 year is over. By that time, Ambika gave birth to Dhritarashtra. So yes, Anda came, nikal ke aaya. Confirm. Now he is blind. So then Mother Satyavati thought that let us go for the another tribe. Because now she is just recently gave birth. Immediately one should not. After giving birth, immediately one should not go for the producing the child again. Then it's very dangerous for the mother's health. At least some gap should be there. Some 2 years gap. It's not the I don't know. I'm saying just like that. Years. So maintain some good gap so that the little boy also can be taken care nicely. Otherwise, if she is pregnant and little boy, how she can take care? It's difficult, na? And also her body is also not, after giving birth to a boy, mother's body also will become very delicate and very weak. So that's it. So all the limbs has to become very strong and once again nourished. So for that, there should be some gap should be there. So that's why Mother Satyavati thought that now we will call Vasudev and Ambalika will be sent now. She thought this. So thinking like this, for the second daughter-in-law, she called Vasdeva. Vasdeva came. Whatever he said, that means she should be very careful. She should not Niyoga Vidhi. Niyoga Vidhi means this is producing the children. This is a Vidhi actually. As per the Niyoga Vidhi, all the rules and regulations are followed by Ambalika also and Vasdeva also. So same everything as usual, as I said, night time with the applying body, ghee on this body, and so on. So all this not having the proper means kutsita form, like a disformed. Uh, uh, he was not he was having disformed and came. So now Ambalika, night, that's also midnight. He appeared there in her room, and when he saw Vasdev, Ambalika immediately became. She didn't close her eyes. So she became without any, what do we say? Ambalikamatabhyagat rishim drishtva cha sapitam vivarna पांडु संकाशा समपद्यता भारत विवर्ण कांतिहीन हो गई without any glow. Like when you are happy in your heart, that glow will come in your eyes and your face. And she became without any glow, glowless. Pandu Sankasha, she became like pale face. She put her pale face. So glowless, pale face she put by seeing him. ताम भीताम पांडु संकाशाम विषण्णाम प्रेक्ष्य भारता व्यासः सत्यवती पुत्रा idam vachanam abravit. So because of this defect in her, his mother, so Pandu is going to, that means the one who doesn't have any glow. Glow means, that means pale. That is given here, I don't know. Pandu Varna. That means now he is also having the Pandu Varna. Pandu means white color. So with that color, the boy appeared actually. That means Vasudev said, with that color, boy will appear. Her mother is not so in a normal state. She was also fearful, and because of that, she became glowless, her face, and Vivarna. Vivarna means without any proper so glow. Without any glow, she became. So that's why our son is also like that. So like this, he told to Satyavati. And also he said his name also will be Pandu. And he left off. So then after that, Ambalika, after the 9 months, so Ambalika gave birth to Pandu. After seeing this boy, Satyavati is not so happy. So he is Pandum Lakshana Sampannam Deepyamanam Ivasriya. So he is having the godly qualities, but his color is not proper color. So like pale color, white. Because the smell, whatever coming from the Vasudev's body and also Vasudev's form, by seeing that, Ambalika also became very fearful, like Ambika. And now actually Satyavati wanted a proper child actually. So that's why she thought that better to send Ambika once again to near to Vasudev. So that's why he remembered Vasudev. But the point is, Ambika already, she was remembering that face and that smell, and she was getting a lot of fear. Out of that fear, she doesn't want to go herself. And she didn't follow the Satyavati's statement. She crossed the Satyavati's order. And instead of going herself, she sent her servant actually, one dasi. And she decorated him nicely like a queen and sent and made him to sit on that bed. And this dasi received Vasudev very nicely. Even after seeing him, she was not at all having any fear. And nicely she served, that means respected him, that means not closing eyes and not fearing nothing. With proper consciousness, she served him. Then after that, Vasudev, so by uniting with her, so he produced a nice, that means he implanted a nice boy is going to take birth from your womb because of your so consciousness. And from now onwards, you will not be a dasi. No, you are not dasi. And you are a powerful child. You are going to give birth to a powerful child. And he is very, very righteous person and he knows all the Niti Shastras and Dharma Shastras. He is nothing but the Dharmaras himself. Because of the curse of the Mandavya Rishi, so he is going to take birth in your womb. And Mandavya cursed that to take birth in a Sudrani's womb. So Ambika has cheated Krishna Dvaipayana and also Satyavati. And she sent Dasi instead of herself. So that's why now this boy is coming from a Sudrani, but a right boy, nice boy. Because of the mistake of Ambika only. Otherwise, Ambika could have got that boy, such a good boy. But her mistake, good boy is coming from Sudrani Dasi. Like that, he told everything to Satyavati. And this boy is very, very powerful boy. And his name can be the Vidura. And he is the exalted devotee. And he is the brother of Dhritarashtra and Pandu. Why he is brother? Because he produced by Vasudev. एते विचित्रवीर्यस्य क्षेत्रे द्वैपायनादपि जज्ञिरे दैवगर्भाः कुरुवंशि विवर्तनाः. एते विचित्रवीर्यस्य क्षेत्रे द्वैपायनादपि जज्ञिरे देवगर्भा Garbhabhaha Puruvamsha Vivardhanaha. So now you have think about one thing. So Vidura is belonging to the Vicitravirya or not? Okay, Ambika and Ambalika, they are the wives. So that's why whoever is produced from them, they are belonging to Vicitravirya. But now Dasi came and Dasi was sent and Dasi gave the birth to the Vidura. And this Vidura is belonging to Vicitravirya or not? What? Yes. Why? What is the rule? What is the rule we discussed? We already discussed this. In the case of Sarmishta and Devayani. So Devayani was the wife of the Ayati and Sarmishta was the servant of the Devayani. And that's why whatever the wife is possessing, everything belongs to whom? Wife, son and servant. Whatever these three people possess, that is belongs to wife's property belongs to the husband. Servant's property belongs to the master. And son's property belongs to the father. So that's why she is a servant of Ambika. And she belongs to whom? She belongs to Vicitravirya. And whatever produced in her womb, it belongs to whom? That belongs to, yes, Vicitravirya. That's why here in the Mahabharata, what is written? Why I am saying, here Vyasdev is writing, Yete Vicitraviryasya kshetre dvaipayanadapi jagmire. These people, these is said, not two are. If the only Dhritarashtra and Pandu are the sons, Etau could have been said. Etau is not said, Ete is said. Eshaha, Etau, Ete. Singular Eshaha, plural Etau, sorry, double Etau, and plural is Ete. Ete Jagmire Dvaipayanat Vicitraviryasya kshetre. In the field of Vicitravirya, these three boys are produced by Dvaipayan is said. That means what? Vidura is also belongs to Vicitravirya. This is the logic actually. And these three are going to increase the Kuruvamsha Vivardhanaha. इसलिए बाबा అవుతారు అన్నమాట. విదురుడు కూడా బయటోడు కాదు. Is not outside. Janamejay is asking, Acha, this Vidura is nothing but Yamaras, Yamadharmaras. Why he got cursed from the Mandavya Muni? You said this Mandavya curse only he became son of the Sudrani. Why? What is the reason behind getting cursed? Then for this story is started now, another story. Once upon a time, there was a rishi whose name is Mandavya. He is a great brahmana and also he is very austere person and also follows all the time truth. He knows all the dharmas. And one time he was in his ashram and doing his sadhana. So he was standing and following the Mauna and he was doing a very severe austerity. He doesn't want to speak to anyone. Maunavrata is followed. So at that time, some thieves. So on that one day, thieves came to that ashram. Those were being chased by the king's soldiers. The soldiers were chasing. They have stolen some money and they came there to this ashram, Mandavya's ashram. Because out of fear, what they did, they kept all this wealth in that his ashram and they hide it somewhere in that ashram themselves. Then these soldiers came and they asked Mandavi Rishi, did you see these thieves are coming here and we want to change them and we want to punish them? Then Mandavya is in Maunavrata, he didn't speak anything, yes or no. So then they rushed into the inside of the ashram and they started searching where these people. They found the wealth and also they found the somewhere else the thieves also. They caught up all the thieves and also they took this Mandavi Rishi also. Because Mandavya didn't say yes or no on Ardhangikara. They thought that he is also involved in this. Because he is not speaking, saying about them means what? ये बुद्धिहीन सोल्जर्स क्या सोचे कि चलो इसका भी इसमें योगदान रहेगा ये चोरी में हो सकता है करके उनको भी बांध के लेके गया चलो सबको ले जाएंगे so along with the thieves this Mandavi Rishi is also is seized and they was submitted in front of the king. Then king without proper thorough investigation because red-handedly they were caught the wealth is there. And to all of them, he gave the punishment, common punishment. Suli par chada do sabko. So making them to put on a suli. Suli means, what do you say in English? It's a rod actually, sharp iron rod. So making them, that means that is they will be putting in the back. And like that. So on these, all the thieves along with the Mandavya, so they made them to sit on this kind of rods individually. Mandavya, what he was a great rishi. He was sitting on that. It was inside to his back. He's getting a lot of pain, but he is a tapasvi. He is very able to tolerate this pain and pleasure. He was tolerating this, and for the long time he was sitting on that shuli, that iron rod, sharp iron rod. So he was just doing his tapasya. But remaining thieves after 1, 2, 3 days they died. वो तो चले गए मर गए सब because they were not able to tolerate. But this Mandavya was still alive. Everyone is surprisingly seeing how this guy is alive. What is the reason for this? They are very surprised, these soldiers. Even for the many days without eating and without drinking, only by just the air, he was able to maintain his life and life is maintained and he is happy, not happily. That means he is continuing his tapasya. So then they got doubt. They removed him from there. Removed him means they took him. They didn't remove. They took him to the in front of the king. Like that only. वो तो अंदर घुस गया. बहुत समय हो गया. वो जिंदा ही है. तो वो निकल के नहीं आया अभी तो उसके साथ ही लेके गए. But then king understood. Oh, he is a great rishi. He is not a thief. And king immediately he was able to know that his mistake. Unnecessarily we punished a Mandavi Rishi. And it's really, he became so shameful for this because without proper investigation only, he gave the punishment commonly to everyone. And Mandavya is also got punished. And the king literally, he was very much so feeling insult for this, and he accepted his mistake in front of the Mandava Rishi. And he fell on his feet and he asked forgiveness. So Mandavya, because of this king's nature, so he got impressed by this. He said, so don't worry, I am forgiving you. He didn't give any curse, anything. Mandavya gave, that means we forgive him. And they try to brought him down from that rod. But that rod is already is inside in his body is fixed actually. It was not at all coming out. Then what they did, they cut that upper portion. That upper portion was there in his back only. So tolerating that pain for the whole life, Mandava Rishi did the great austerities. Because of this tolerance of this pain, he went back to such a pious planets, and it's very rare to get such a facilities and such a higher destinations, but he got that. And that top portion of that rod is known as Ani. So from that day onwards, since Ani is there in his back, it is known, he is known as Ani Mandavyaha. So that Ani was there in his back, he is known as Ani Mandavya iti cha tato lokeshu giyate. Everyone was glorifying him. So one time he was roaming here and there. He came to the Dharmaraj planet, Yamalok. And Yamaraj was sitting on his throne. And Mandavya Rishi asked, so you are the people, the cause for the giving the pain in the hell and also in this life. So giving pains are always control. Is there control in the Yamaras? As per the karma, we are getting the pain in this life also, human life also. That is because whose control? That is those are all in the. That means all the jara. That means old age, all the different diseases. These are all the agents of whom? They are all agents of Yamaras. And who is in charge for all of them? Yamaraj is the in charge. So, like example, so different diseases, this will be giving the pain or not. And also, so getting the, that means punishments, this and that, all these punishments, everything is also having the personification. For each pain, there is a personification. There is a person will be there. And these persons are under control of Yamaraj. And as per the Yamaraj instruction only, they start giving the pain to the individuals in the Yamalok and also here. So then Mandavya is asking, without your permission, I couldn't get this punishment. So why you made me to get this punishment? Tell me. You are the responsible for this. Why I got this punishment? What is the reason? What mistake I did? Then Dharmaraj was saying, Patanganam Prucheshu, many flies ki piche, to the back of the flies. Tvayeshika, Tvaya Ishika. Ishika means it's एक stick रहते हैं, एक sharp sticks. So Praveshita, he was putting the in the. So Mandavi Rishi, what he did, he put the sticks in the back of the flies. Karmanastasya te praptum. The result of that karma is now you got the ani. This rod was put in your back. So and also Dharmaraj was saying, Swalpameva yada dattam danam bahugunam gunam bhavet adharmayeva viprarshe bahu dukkha phalapradaha. Hey, so Mandavya, you know, if you do little punya, you are going to get the big result. Little dhanam, if you do, there is a big result. Similarly, if you do little papam, then also there is a big result. You put the stick, so that's why now you got the honey. So people might thinking actually, very careful. Every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So then after that, what happened? So Andavya is asking, Animandavya is asking, Acha, I did this sin. So tell me what was my age when I put the sticks in this fly's bag? Kasmin kale maya tattu krutam ruhi yatha tatam. Say as it is. Tenokto dharma rajena bala bhave tvaya krutam. Then Dharmaraj said that bala bhave tvaya krutam. When you were very little, at that time you did this. Chota chota bachche. अच्छा मिल गया बेटा. Then Animandavi is expert in the Dharma Shastras. Mandavi is saying, Animandavi is saying, Palo hi dvadashat varshat janmato yat karishyati na bhavishyatya dharmotra na pragnasyanti vaidishaha. Hey, Dharmaraj, if the boy who is having the less than 12 years, dvadasha varshat, till the 12th year, till he get the age of 12 years, whatever the mistakes he done by his life from his birth, from the starting of his birth till the 12th year, whatever the sins he does, that cannot be considered as dharma, adharma. Whatever he does, that cannot be adharma. 0 to 12. कोई 10 साल की बच्चा किसी को मार दिया, मर्डर किया, नहीं तो गाली दिया. So whatever he does, it cannot be adharma. Dvadashat, janmatah dvadashat, till the 12th year. अब जिन लोगों को डाउट आता है 12वीं माने 12 साल पूरा होने तक, नहीं तो 12 साल शुरू होने से, ये सब क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं, बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चंस. तो मैं पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ, तो till 12, that means 12 should be completed. If they enter into 13, then no. They are in the 12th running, it's okay. That means till the 12th year. So they, whatever they does, that cannot be adharma. I think this is applicable for the Vaishnava Aparadha also. I think. So these young boys, if they blame other teachers or anything, because they don't know dharma and they don't know what is the bhakti and this, so then it cannot be. But after 12th, if they don't follow the Vaishnava etiquettes, they will definitely get these reactions for that. Sin also they will get, offense also they can get. So in the Gurukuls also, yes. Till 12th year Gurukul they should be, then after that they should be in the Varnashrama college. Prabhupada said like this. So till 12th year, so they can be, yeah. Excused actually. 0 to 5 and 5 to 15 and 15 to above. Anyway, that is a different story. These young boys, so they may do actually till 12th year, they may do a lot of things. They may beat and they may do this, that. Even in the Indian, our modern systems also, for the children, child crime. So for them, the punishment is very different actually. That's Dharma Shastra is also allowing. In the 12th, whatever they does, that cannot be adharma. If they do adharma also, they has to be properly educated. So they should be restricted. In a how to deal them till 0 to 5 lalanam. That means they should be pampered. Love should be shown to them. And from the 5 above, and from 6 onwards to 15, tadanam. Lalanam is over, then tadanam should be started. Tadanam is a గేదెని బాధినట్టు బాధకూడదు, దున్నపోతుని బాధతారు, గొడ్డుని బాధినట్టు బాధకూడదు. గొడ్డు, no, not like that. Some parents, they do like that. My God, there are so many stories. They beat like anything, and those people definitely will become abnormal child. I have seen practically. So, but there should be fear, should be there because of from the parents also, from the teachers also, but it should be in a mild way so that they can be corrected. They can behave well. From the above 50, that means from 16 onwards, those has to be lalanam over, tadanam over. Then after that, mitravat, that means like friend, you should treat them. So children has to be treated as a friend and sharing the ideas and discussions and like among the friends, it happens like that. So like that, they has to be treated. But till the 12th year, so they will be not getting any adharma, not getting any sin. So then Mandava is asking, Alpaparade piman mamadandastvaya krutaha kariyan brahmana vada sarvabhuta vadadapi. धर्मराज, आपने ऐसा बढ़िया गलती की है. So ये छोटा बच्चा है, this little child, he doesn't know any dharma shastras. He doesn't know what is right and wrong, and such a boy does some mistake, and you are giving the punishment for that. So that means from the 12th year onwards, you should teach dharma shastras to the boys. Before that, you will be teaching to them what are how to make the letters, this, that, and reciting the mantras and reciting the sutras. But from the 12th onwards, that means not only 12th, before that also you should teach them. So that from the 12th onwards, they should not behave any wrong. Because now they are going to get the, whatever they does, that cannot be adharma. That means that can be adharma. But before, whatever they does, that cannot be adharma. So now, after 12th onwards, then it can be adharma also. If they do wrong according to the dharma shastras. Then that means by the age they get 12, they should be taught with the what is dharma and adharma. That is the responsibility of the teacher and also parents. So then 12th onwards, that means after 12th is over, then 13 started, then they should be well behaving. That means they should do, because now they are getting the punishment. They are going to get. So this is whose duty? In the childhood, from 0 to 5, parents' duty. Then after that, Gurukul, teacher's duty. Okay. So since you did mistake, Dharmaraj, you should go and take birth in a Sudrani's womb. Sutrayo navato dharma manusha sambhavishyasi maryadam stapayamyadya. I am going to make it by giving punishment to you. Now I am establishing maryada so that no one can cross this. So Mandavya, like Vishwamitra also established Maryada like that here. No, not Vishwamitra, Sukracharya. Sukracharya established Maryada. And similarly, here Mandavi Rishi is also establishing Maryada. So then after that, आचतुर्दशकात् वर्षात् न भविष्यति पातकम् परतः कुर्वतामेवं दोष एव भविष्यति. आचतुर्दशकात् वर्षात् न भविष्यति पातकम् परतः कृतामेव दोष एव भविष्यति. Mandavi Rishi, according to the Mandavi Rishi, he is establishing Maryada that till the 14 years, one will not get any sin. Then more than 14, that means from 15 onwards only they will be getting the sin. This is the Maryada he established. Okay. Sukracharya also established Maryada. So similarly here also, it is his rule. So that means you will be seeing in the Dharma Shastras, there will be slight difference actually. Parasara Smriti, Yajnavalkya Smriti, so next Manu Smriti, Mandavya Smriti, like this there are the different Maryadas. So these sages, they establish Maryada. And these are Dharma Shastras they give to us, humanity. Based upon this, so the punishments will be given. Now one may ask actually, these rishis are giving, when what about the Yamaras? Yamaras is following whom? Yamaras whom he follows? So these are all approved actually. So these are all approved, and with whom you are following. Now for the Kali Yuga, Parasar Smriti is approved. For other yugas and Mandavya, and for other times, Manu Smriti is approved. So as for the now the present time Kali Yuga, that is also said, Parasar Smriti is approved actually. Based upon that, so we have to follow our rules and regulations. Okay, so clear? So these Dharma Shastras, they speak a lot. You can see the differences also. Like Indian government is having its own constitution, and also whatever Britishers gave the Indian Penal Code IPC. So the Britishers whatever gave to the end, till now we didn't change that. All the sections whatever are there. So whatever the IPC section number, so 23, and in that also something will be there. Like in the Indian Constitution we have schedules, and also we have the article number 21, and this is wrong. Based upon the Constitution we say, and Penal Code is also having the sections actually. So based upon this section, punishment is given to us. But actually, for Kali Yuga, as per the Shastra, Parasar Smriti is approved. One should follow that. So that's why Mandavya established, that means 14 years he gave. Before that also 12 was there. Before that 12 was there. But now Mandya, it relaxed it for the 14 years. But now you may ask, what about the Parasa Smriti? Parasa also maybe 12 only, I don't know. You go and check, research. That's why to design this Daiva Varnashram Dharma, we need that means expertise. They has to see what is the suitable for the devotees communities. Even they are all in the devotional platform, there should be punishment. They do mistake. In the future devotee communities, there should be a punishment. A rod of chastisement should be there. It's not that the all pure Vaishnavas, so why we have to should forgive then? He will become the wild animal among a nice, beautiful garden. This wild elephant will be destroying everything. So that's why even he is any level on the devotion, out of respect to the dharma shastras and dharma, everyone should accept. Pure devotee also should accept the punishment. To set an example. If he steal money, then he has to accept the, or if he go behind the woman, being a sannyasi, he should accept punishment. He should not take the Abhijes Durachar, this and that, and I should be excused, I'm a great Vaishnava. No. And also the organizers, they should give severe punishment. Then what will happen? Society will be regulated actually. But internally you should have, even king gives a lot of punishment to his citizens, but he has so much compassion for the sinner, offender. That is the compassion is nothing but punishment. Punishment should be given. Otherwise, what will happen? They will take the excuse of the Bhakti Shastras and they start doing the unlimited sin. But you can see, they sin, if the devotees they started doing the sin, they can become more wilder than the normal people also. The wildest people. Okay, so thank you very much. So like this, Vidura's background was said. Tomorrow we'll discuss further. For 5 days we'll be having the process. Thank you very much. Any questions? You are all learned people. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. About Vidura, so they call him Dasi Putra. Is that okay? I mean,
That's okay. Why not?
That's okay. Okay.
You should get punishment, no?
No. Acha, like that. No, but from the point of view of the members in the family, and even Duryodhan would often address Vidura as Dasi Putra. So, but he's also a brother. Is it okay to treat, because he's also the child of Vicitravirya, then is it all right to treat him like that, that you're a Dasi Putra? That's actually wrong, isn't it, on the part of Duryodhan?
That's the truth. But you should not use the truth for the insulting some. Vaishnavas, after the Vaishnavism, they will not be called based upon the caste. Vaishnavas treated as Vaishnavas.
No, but I'm not talking from Vaishnava's perspective, from Dharma's perspective, because all three are brothers.
That's why he is a minister and he is in the royal court.
But at the same time, he is called. It's correct to call him Dasi Putra.
Correct to call him what? He is the fact that is. But to insult your calling, then that's your sin. Is Dasi Putra or not? Dasi Putra only, na? But why you should call that? Why you are not calling Babai? Babai Bulan actually. Uncle, you should call uncle. But why you are bringing that? Because you want to insult. If someone is having a disabled person, but if you call her a guttoda, it's right.
Yeah.
It's a factual, but can you say it's right?
No.
What question is that?
No, I was just thinking. Anyway. Yeah.
Then he will become blind in the next life. Because of that. Because he's insulting.
He should also be called a Kuru because he's also from the Kuru dynasty. Is he called like that? He's called a Kaurava, Vidura?
Search in Mahabharata. Today's assignment for you. You a Kaurav and see from the canto number 3 to canto number 7. So Vidura's conversation will begin. Vidura and Maitri. Anytime Maitri called Vidura as Kaurav or not?
Okay. So he is a Kaurava.
You see and tell me. I saw homework, mother. The assignment I am giving.
Okay.
He was called like Shatta and so many. I think I am not remembering exactly, so I am giving you homework assignment to you from third canto. Any other questions? No questions. You are all fine. Thank you very much. One chapel. Chapel passing. Power. Okay.